So think back a couple weeks to place value. And we're just talking about place value of whole numbers. So what are we going to do with place value? Well, place value is useful for a lot of things. We've seen how place value is used for rounding, but we obviously know how place value is used in money. We deal with it every day. If you give me $23 versus $230, I'm not going to be happy. So, but now let's look at place value in a completely different way. Place value with adding and subtracting. So we're going to review some of these adding and subtracting rules, which is probably not going to be any new thing to you. And then we're going to look at how place value comes into play. So let's get started. Alright, so let's start with addition. So we have 2,342. Okay, it's pretty basic. We've got a number in the thousands place. We've got a number in the hundreds place. We got one in the tens place, and one in the ones place. So, do any of my viewers want to call in and tell me which is which? Please, I'm waiting. Phone lines are open. No? That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So this first two is in the thousands place. Hey, it's pretty good. I wrote it upside down. So this 3 is in the hundreds place. This 4 is in the tens place. And this last 2 is in the ones place. Pretty basic stuff, right? Well, it is. We've already learned it. But now we're going to add in another component. A second step, if you will. Plus $37. Ooh. Okay, so we've got 2,342 plus 37. Okay, so now if we have a number in the tens place in 37, and we have a number in the ones place. Now the 3 is in the tens place, and the 7 is in the ones place. So, why is that important? Well, because I said so. No. It's important because now we have to line it up. We can't add like this. I mean, some people can, and if you can, that's great. But we're not going to. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep the place value holders in that first big number, because that's going to help us. And I'm going to put plus 37 at the bottom. Now, with 37, we're going to line up the tens. And what number's in the tens place? 3. So we're going to line up the tens places, which is 3 and 4. And we're going to line up the ones places, which is 7 and 2. And now, so this is what we have. And now, because I'm using a dry erase board, I'm going to erase these letters underneath. And if you want to do it like I just did it with your pencil, that's why you haven't. Well, that's not the only reason you have an eraser, but that's one reason that you have an eraser. So now we've got them lined up properly. So we're just going to add. And you know how to do this. I know that you know how to do this. So we're going to start at the end. Please, 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 please. I've gone over this many times. But please start in the ones place. Because if you don't, you're probably going to get messed up. 2 plus 7 is 9. 4 plus 3 is 7. 3 plus what would technically be 0. 3 plus 0 is 3. And 2 plus 0 is 2. So that is a very roundabout way of addition. But there are times that you will need to know that. Let me show you a crazy example that I see all the time. So, as my students know, I've done this quite often. I say, you know what? You teach me something. You make me a problem. But the problem with making a problem for somebody is you have to know how to solve that problem yourself. And do you? I hope so. Okay, so let's look at a common example that I've seen that my students have made for me. Alright. So that's a really big number. So we're gonna take that number and we're gonna add another really big number. So first of all, what is this number? So we count 1, 2, 3 places and we put a comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. Hundreds, thousands, millions, billions. So this number, are you ready for this? I can't do a drum roll. I wish I could. This number is 726 million. And then we're going to add. We're going to add this number at the bottom. And this number is, wait for it, 52 trillion. Hundreds, thousands, millions. I'm sorry. No, it's not. 52 billion. So, we're adding trillions and billions. This is why place value is important. So, the first thing that we're going to do, I'm not going to tell you that you've got to label all the places. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to write the biggest number on top, which is 726 trillion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 zeros. Six, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12 zeros. Now we're gonna have to line up or know the place value for the second number, which, as we found out, is 52 billion. So we're gonna start at the end. We're gonna start at the ones place. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 zeros. So let's start at the ones place and write zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've written our 9 zeros. So it looks something like this. Now we're going to write our 52. So this is what our problem is going to look like. Right here at the bottom. 726 trillion plus 52 billion. Now, all of those zeros, if it was me, well, it is me, but are a little intimidating sometimes. But now we're just adding, and you know how to do this. 0 plus 0 is 0. 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 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Alright, so now we've taken care of all the 0 plus zeros. So we've got 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 5 is 5. There's another 0 plus 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 0 is 6. 2 plus 0 is 2. And 7 plus 0 is 7. So, what is our final answer? Our final answer is 726 trillion 52 billion dollars, I guess, is what you would say. So, the way that we say that, and I want to emphasize this, and this is a really big number. You're never going to see a number like this unless you work for, I don't even know. So these commas are not ands. This is 726 billion, not 726 billion and 52. Wait, I'm sorry. 726 trillion and 52 billion. And while we're thinking about that, let's take a look at another example, because I do want to emphasize how important that and is. And you'll see that in later grades, why the and is so important. So if we've got a number like, let's just take 726, since we were working with 726. This number is pronounced 726. This number is not pronounced 726, because if if we pronounce 726, then this is what we're saying. 700 decimal 26. And that is not what that number is. When I'm writing a check, I cannot say 754 or whatever I'm writing the check for. So I just wanted to emphasize that real quick, because that really irks me. That really is one of my pet peeves. I know is nerdy as that sounds, but it's a really big deal. So I just wanted to emphasize that. So until next time, guys, and next time we'll work on subtraction. That's the logical next step, I think. Next time we'll work on subtraction. So until then, guys, get some sleep. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And I'll see you next time. Peace.